Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with your hockey coach, your coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 130. What do you have on the menu, coach, today? First of all, I'm going to talk about Brendan Gallagher. This is day number 1 of the Montreal Canadiens officially on the ice. And I'm going to give you my prediction of the roster at the end of the camp. Then I'm going to give you players under the radar for this upcoming camp. Not necessarily all the players play in NHL, but some of them are going to play in American Hockey League. So don't go nowhere. Here we go. Time to let you know. Of course, you have to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. Please leave me a comments about the episode 130. And let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. Here we go, guys. The first subject of the day is about the Montreal Canadiens, day number 1 at the main camp. And I want to talk about a specific player today. I want to talk about Brendan Gallagher. He's a veteran with the play for the Montreal Canadiens in the last 10 years. He honestly have the most year with the Montreal Canadiens in the lineup. He is, of course, the second highest pay on the salary cap for the Montreal Canadiens as a forward behind Nick Suzuki. And in 2021-2022, guys, he have one of his worst season career in NHL. He has only 7 goals. 5 of them are on the power play goal. 1 of them is only an even strength 5 versus 5. 1 of them is only an empty net goal. So that gives you an idea. Gallagher did not produce at the way he's supposed to do. You can have a many excuse, the health, the injuries, the COVID, but at some point, the analytics does not lie about Gallagher. And you can see in the last 5 years, guys, his goal per 60 and his point per 60 was one of his worst this year with 0.09 and 1.2 compared to 4 year prior where he was performing better. This is really where Gallagher struggled on the 5 versus 5, where usually he really did very well when he played with Dano and Tatar. When Martin Saint-Louis show up, Gallagher is increasing all his stats on analytic data. And I'm going to give you a little bit better now his stat compare Dominic Charm and Martin Saint-Louis for Brendan Gallagher. Under Martin Saint-Louis is in red, and you can see already what is increasing on different categories. The shot sharing, the handicap shot sharing percentage, expectation goal percentage, and then you have the goal sharing percentage, and finally the handicap goal sharing percentage. And you can see all those different categories. Gallagher became better under Martin Saint-Louis. Possible a better Gallagher under upcoming season. This is something we have to follow up. But at some point, Brendan Gallagher have to step up this season. I still believe he's not going to be never the same way he was. But now you have a full off summer to recovery. You have no excuse to become another maybe 15, 20 goal. I know it's not the value of the $6.5 million, and I don't talk about the salary. But I want to have a Gallagher we need, the leader he brings, the forechecker we saw every year, and from the blueprint and in front of the net and pushing around. We want to see the same Gallagher and be a little bit more smarter about his TOI, his time management. So we'll be interested in what Gallagher is going to do during the upcoming season, but I want to see him already at the main camp, what he looked like since we did not see him since last year. So it's someone going to follow up very closely for this main camp for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. My next subject of the day, guys, is the main camp. We are right now, yes, day number 1 start, and already I'm going to make some prediction. Come on, coach. Yes, I will. And I want to sharing this, and I want you leave me your comments about my prediction, and leave me, of course, your comments for the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens about the roster. First of all, I believe Slafkovsky is going to be inside the lineup at the beginning of the season. Then, of course, many knows already, but I predict, because the Montreal Canadiens with Slafkovsky in, they have 16 forward. Now, you're going to remove Paul Biron. Is going to be a long-term injury reserve. That's give them 15. They cannot carry on 15 plus 6 plus 2. Too many forward. They will have to waive someone. I believe it's going to be Michael Pesera. Is going to be waived by the Montreal Canadiens. We'll see if the team pick him up or is going to be back with the Laval Rocket. That brings them now, guys, at 14 forward. Now, because they are 14 forward, and they have already some veterans for the Montreal Canadiens, the Whiteman, the Savard, the Madison, the Edmondson. And I believe you could possibly go to keep Schoenemann or Leskinen as the defenseman number 5. I predict the Montreal Canadiens are going to have only 2 spots as the defenseman. The front runner are Justin Barron, Jordan Harris, Caden Cooley. There are 3 of them, following by Norlander and Arbor. I only see right at this moment at the beginning of the season only 2 prospect Montreal Canadiens could add on the lineup for the upcoming year. Then I want to talk about, guys, my final roster. 14 forward, 7D, and 2 goalies. I don't want to mention who are they yet, but honestly, you have no spot. Whatever, the Mézard, Beck, the Ilonen, the RHP, whatever you do at the camp, you have no spot with the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season at the beginning of the season. You have no spot for forward. I predict only 2 spots as the defenseman. Possible a battle between Montembeault and Primo, but again, I think they prefer to have Primo and American Hockey League, so I think it's going to be Jake Allen and Samuel Montembeault for the upcoming season. So this is my prediction, guys, for the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens. I want to hear from you. Tell me what you think about my prediction. It would be interesting to compare between you and me, and that's complete this second subject of the day. Let's move on for the last one. And my last subject, guys, today is about players on the radar and players with some battle for possible a spot and the roster for the Montreal Canadiens or with the Laval Rocket. So first of all, it's going to be between Otto Leskinen versus Corey Schoenemann. Leskinen is only 25 years old. Back in the organization, Montreal Canadiens is an LD like Schoenemann. Both of them can play RD. Schoenemann a little bit older. Leskinen, as a professional player, have more experience like Schoenemann overall. Play many games in Finland Hockey League, play with KHL, play American Hockey League. Schoenemann start last year with the Montreal Canadiens. Advantage Leskinen on that one. Then 2 players for different ways, but still, Jan Mysak. We know we have an amazing, great year last year with Hamilton Bulldogs, like Joshua Roy with the Sherbrooke Phoenix. Mysak, now, where is going to be with the Laval Rocket? Is it a top 6, a bottom 6? Would be interesting to follow him in the main camp. He did okay at the rookie camp, but now he needs to elevate his game versus face professional NHL players for the main camp. Same thing for Joshua Roy. Roy have an amazing, great summer with the Team Canada. Have maybe the best player with Mason McDavid with Canada. Now, we know he's going to returning with Sherbrooke Phoenix for next season. They want him to develop more the 2-ways center, the 200 feet. He have a great season with many points last year. Now, Roy have to prove for the Montreal Canadiens what he looked like at the main camp. That opened up, of course, another possibility to return with Team Canada at the World Junior Championship at 2023. Then, next destination for both of them. Emil Henneman and Philippe Mézard both of them have a great rookie camp. Now, it's for another way. Henneman, he have a possibility to stay with American Hockey League like Mézard, but there are, of course, other options for both of them. Henneman could return in Europe if he does not make the Montreal Canadiens. Is a one thing he can do. Or Mézard could go to the OHL with the Kitchener Rangers. That's the reason for me is that there are 2 players on the radar. The next one, guys, is 2 veteran players in American Hockey League. Why they are on the radar? Because they still believe or they would like to return in NHL. Maybe not with the Montreal Canadiens because we have no spot, but possible to have other ways to impress enough to have possibility other team in NHL could consider to add them with them. Martel and Gignac. It's a 2 player, like I mentioned, not for to be with the Montreal Canadiens, but what is going to be with the Laval Rocket. They play a big role last season during the playoff with the Rocket. I want to talk about the 2 players where they're going to be under radar. Montembeault, guys, the job is almost shaker whatsoever is. He needs to step up with consistency. He needs to stop the puck more. His save percentage is not great, and Saint is in the NHL. Last year is inconsistency to have a big game and then disappear for 2 games, then return with a big game. That's not what we're looking for. So it'll be really interesting what Montembeault is going to do at the main camp. And finally, Justin Barron. He has right now everything, all opportunity to get a job or a spot in NHL with the Montreal Canadiens. Can he lose this spot? This is my biggest question I have for him. He did not do well at the rookie camp. But again, we know the rookie camp is a rookie camp. He's already been there before. So for me, I want to watch him join the main camp if you have a possibility for him to stay with the Montreal Canadiens or return with the Laval Rocket. We know, I believe you have only 2 spots of the 3 players between Harris, Coley, and Justin Barron. Advantage for Justin Barron is a right defenseman. Possible Montreal Canadiens are going to keep him because they need help on that side. That's complete, guys. All my subject of the episode 130. And this way, my friend, this complete the another episode, the Habs Daily News. Until the next time, we want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody.